Do I look like a fancy boy in these clothes? You're dang right I do, and I don't know how to dress myself. This is all thanks to our sponsor, Stitch Fix. They've reimagined how to find and buy clothes, and you never have to leave the house. You can play Friday the 13th all day long and let them do the work for you. It's that easy. Just go to StitchFix.com and tell them your sizes, your favorite type of clothes, and how much you want to spend. Your personal stylist then gets all to work, and she's in there doing hard stuff, and he's picking up stuff, and he's putting on pictures. I don't know how he or she does it when they get it, but they pick clothes for you. 5 items are then delivered right to your door. You try them on at home, and you only pay for what you keep. Shipping free both ways, so anything you don't want, you just send back, and exchanges are always free too. You can get your fix monthly, quarterly, or whenever you feel like it. There's no subscription required. It's easy. The shipping is free. Why not give them a try? I promise you'll be hooked. Look how good I look. Get started now. Why? Actually, look how good I look if you're on YouTube. If you're an ad person, just take, if you're a person on the MP3, take my word for it. I look really good. Get started now at StitchFix.com/Greggy, and you'll also get 25% off when you keep all five items in your box. That's StitchFix.com/Greggy to get started today. StitchFix.com/Greggy. Look so good, Gia will leave Tim for you. That's my goal.
I mean, that's our whole story.
Right.
I mean, us leaving IGN to do this, it's about focusing on the right audience, not just a bigger audience.
Yeah.
And that's I think that's something that gets misconstrued a lot is that means that we want a small audience. No, we want to grow an audience of people that believe in the vision and people that want to do this, because the more people there are, that only helps everybody.
Right.
Yeah, to me,
there's
there's
the difference
people to talk
between the Incredible Hulk and Wolverine.
Yeah.
Right? For our generation, everyone in the world knows the Hulk. You go up to people like the Hulk, they're like, oh, I know the Hulk, he's big and green, right? Fewer people knew Wolverine. But we were emotionally engaged with Wolverine. Like, I used to put pencils and go like, we all did, right?
Still do. Sometimes
because
I stab Greg.
Wolverine, like, he may not have had the awareness of the Hulk, but he had the emotional engagement.
Yeah, I think for me it boils down to kind of what you're talking about is when I dial it back to looking at our lives as a career, right? I want to have the kind of career that's sustainable, and I think that's what you're talking about. Is instead of having that burnout career of like, hey, you did something huge, but then maybe you can't get another role someplace, which is more the traditional Hollywood path. I think what would make me happy is getting to do this on an ever increasingly bigger and cooler scale every day for the rest of my life. Yeah. And I've had people jokingly talk about like would you ever like what's next after Kind of Funny? You know, people say that every once in a while in the community, and I'm like, no, you guys don't understand. Like, this is the base. Like, this is what everyone is there allows me to do this forever. And so growing this is the priority. Like, this is always growing the community and being able to play in this pond forever in an ever increasingly bigger pond.
The pond keeps getting flooded.
It's exactly right. And the ducks come, you got to shoot them one fucking time. They're always shooting.
I thought you were swimming in the pond. I didn't think you were hunting.
It's fascinating.
And I love that because that niche, that more focused audience, that more focused type of a career allows you to have more of a sustainable career.
It's
and
the
for
thing
longer.
where it's not the biggest audience, it's the right audience. It's about finding that, you know what I mean? And it's the fact that like when we do ads, we pick ads that are for things that, oh, okay, that's cool, we like that, or we've used that, or like how we use Blue Apron, and that resonates with our audience because they've followed me on this journey of falling in love with cooking, and they know that I've used Blue Apron.
I mean, historically, right, when you go back before big media, before the consolidation of big media corporations, before any of this stuff, before the television, we had community leaders. We just had community leader. Every community had a little leader, the person that was like the consciousness of the thing. And that's fundamentally, you guys are all artists. Most of the people watching it have an artistic bone in their body. Otherwise, they would be going to like a makeup channel or like
the accounting channel
people or some fucking, you know what I mean? It's like your audience is choosing to come to you guys, and you guys promote positivity and all these wonderful, wonderful things. And throughout history, there have been those community leaders, and that's the role you guys are inhabiting in this incarnation of humanity. You are the community leader, right? And that's a very important, crucial role for our species.
Thank you for letting us be your community leaders. It's all going to hell.
That's because of the ducks, I'm telling you right now.
God damn, I don't understand this duck
They're
stuff.
shit in our water, bro. We gotta just take them out.
Is this like a metaphor?
I'll tell you when I was a kid, there was a little game called Duck Hunt.
There was, yeah.
Right, and the ducks used to come into my pond, and I used to take them out.
It's not really
one
how
by
duck
one.
in.
And my dog would go get them. He'd be happy.
He'd laugh at you a lot. That was a
I don't
big
know what I'm talking about anymore. It's
Yeah.
been a long week already. It's only Tuesday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
Addy, what else? Anything else you wanna put in this podcast?
I could
What's-
plug Addy Shankar's Gods and Secrets.
You just did it
There it
again.
is.
Yeah.
There it is.
It's coming one day to something.
Yeah, it's it's a passion project.
Do we know when we'll have more details about this? Do you have any timing on that? Soon.
When's
Maybe
this
not
when's
soon.
this next YouTube video that's like what I pitched? When's that coming? When the Kingdom Come one?
If
like
he
the-
has a
the
Kingdom Come
bootleg
with John
universe?
Hamm and Michael Keaton, I'll fucking laugh in your face.
I don't care. I'm glad somebody's getting it
It's
done.
come true. That's the thing. I mean, it's funny because it's like I've never wanted to produce and make a Power Ranger movie. I would want to make that Power Ranger thing on YouTube, and I think
It's
that's
interesting
because
because you said I make dreams come true.
yeah.
And thank you.
You do.
That's pretty dope. I was just trying to there's like these things in my head and I want them to exist and they don't a lot of the time. And I'm like, oh shit, it would be cool if this thing existed, right? And then the fact that other people watch it and are like, yo, this is dope. I felt the same way. That is the moment where I don't feel like the kid who was like moving around every 2.5 years and didn't have a home.
Sure.
And didn't have a sense of stable community. Like I'm like the community are the people. Like I'm not alone because everyone else was seeing the same fucking show I was. They just weren't articulating it.
Right.
That's why it's awesome to be now, right?
Yeah.
Because I feel like that I was the same way of reading comics and not having anyone to talk to about the comics, or playing
Or
games
wrestling.
and not having anyone to talk. But no, I had people talk about wrestling. But it
Yeah,
was the
Poe.
thing of
But,
like,
but the thing is, I when Max made that, when Max Landis made that Wrestling Isn't Wrestling video, I was like, oh my gosh, like because it came out like 3 weeks after Power Rangers, and I remember watching and being like, oh my gosh, literally this dude was seeing exactly what I was seeing. Like we were watching the same programming. Because whenever I would try to like get other kids into wrestling, they'd be like, dude, this is whack. Like this is fake, or it'd be like something like that, which of course it's fake. It's not real. But
Spoilers.
but it's like the internet has allowed us to redefine community.
yep. You can find it, and if you're gonna make something that you believe in, there'll be other people out there who want to watch it and believe in it too. And that's
Yeah.
why it's so powerful.
Yeah,
and
as
cool.
long as it's authentic and truthful.
Yeah.
And that's the key, right? That's why ECW
100%.
worked. It was authentic and it was truthful. That's why American Vandal's dope. Because
That's why I'm excited for Bodied.
It's truthful.
It looks
Bodied
authentic
is authentic
and truthful.
it's very truthful. It's literally it's authentic and it's truthful and it comes from the community.
I want to get you and Max Landis on a podcast. Just you two. Just put a
We put him
camera,
in the room and we
give
leave.
some mics. We'll walk away. Let's just let him talk. I'll just be like, hey guys, pitch me your vision of how do you fix Transformers, and just walk away. What would you do with Fast and Furious? Just walk away.
Did
Oh,
you hear
wow.
his Transformers pitch earlier?
You had a Transformers pitch?
I
on
was
the show?
actually going to do it as a bootleg. This was going to follow Power Rangers. I had this
It's really good.
whole 10-minute story beat it out where I was going to position it as a G.I. Joe short. Like, oh, here's my G.I. Joe short, right? But the whole time it's Destro. He's surrendered himself, right? So he's like, guys, just take me in. Look, and they're like, we don't trust you, Destro. And so they're interrogating him, right? And he's like, look, you have to believe me. Okay? Cobra Commander is dangerous. Like, we already knew that. He's like, no. He's dangerous. Like, he sold us all out. He's like, we mean us out. He's like, the humans. And the whole time, this is cross-cut with Snake Eyes leading an entire task force to go and take down Cobra, who's just kind of sitting by the throne by himself, right? So now so at the end, it's surrounded. Meanwhile, we're cross-cutting between... So Cobra's on the throne. He's cross-cut between the throne and Destro. And they're like, look, he sold us out. And then finally, the last shot, and I've skipped all the beats in the middle, But the final shot of it is Cobra's like, look, okay, I surrender. Here, let me toss my gun to you. He takes his gun out and he like throws it to Snake Eyes, and it transforms into Megatron.
I love it.
Right?
I'm in.
That's fucking awesome.
I like you a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Dope.
I want to
I
come
don't
over.
like me sometimes.
I get that.
Really?
Sometimes, but I think it's the overall.
Well, that's all of us, right? I think we all we all don't like we all don't like ourselves at some point.
I hate me most of the
Yeah.
time. That's not true.
No, yeah, you're a good.
I hate
kid.
me a
Come
little
on.
No, you guys are great, man. And honestly, like, there's something else I've noticed spending the last few hours here is you guys actually like are friends. You guys are like literally, genuinely like you guys are leading this, creating this, building, fostering, cultivating this community. But there's a community happening here as well, which is just so great, right? Because you see, and I just hope you guys never lose that. Because as you guys grow, as the community develops, as you guys get more resources, it becomes very easy to just kind of fall back into becoming that corporate, streamline, turning it into a business, and then all of a sudden the community leadership goes away.
No, we won't let that happen.
Yeah,
that's not the point of that. That's what this is all about. You know what I'm saying, Tim?
Yeah, I know what you're
Nick,
saying,
you know what
man.
I'm saying? Woo! That's my man.
Sorry, let me try again. Woo!
That was good.
That more
Oh,
Ric Flair?
he's trying to do more of a Ric Flair stuff.
I'm trying to
now.
nail my Ric Flair. I've already got an amazing Christopher Walken and so Michael Caine. But Ric Flair is really what I want to get
Well,
into.
now you gotta do the walk-in. Why are you always hitting me right on the nipple?
I don't know. It's just right there. It's perfect.
Give him some walk. Give him some walking.
No, I can't do it now because you put me on the spot. Walken doesn't do what you want him to do. Walken just does it. He's like Bill Murray. He doesn't have a cell phone. Can't even call him.
Do you have Bill Murray's number?
No.
That'd be
No.
amazing.
Yeah. I want that number because you got that thing you got to call and leave a message. Because I feel like if I could get it, I could call and be like, "We do this show every day. Just come by
I've
one
had
day."
a series of very weird interactions with Bill Murray.
Lay him on me.
I mean, really not that interesting. They're just kind of weird. I was making The Voices, which is a serial killer film told through the perspective of the serial killer. So for the first 10 minutes, you think you're watching a rom-com with Ryan Reynolds, where he has this ability, this Dr. Dolittle-like ability to talk to animals. And the animals are like making fun of him and whatnot. And then slowly they start telling him to kill people when he starts doing it, and you realize he's off his meds, right? And then halfway through the movie, he goes back on his meds, and then it goes from being this like a Wes Anderson movie into a David Fincher like Seven type scenario, right? I'm actually in the movie too, but that's a weird tangent. Sorry.
Do you have lines in it, or are you just like in the
Oh,
background?
no, I
Yeah.
have lines in it. Like I had braces installed.
Okay.
And I talked
for this part.
Oh yeah, for this part, and I did it because the role was written for the bully in the office, right? So he's the guy. His name's John, and he like the character's written as Trendy John. And he just goes around like bullying Ryan Reynolds, right? And I was like, it'd be amazing if I had braces installed and I did it with a thick Indian accent, but I still played it like I was the coolest motherfucker on the planet. And yeah, dude. I mean, the most terrified I've been was the first when I first was like, I'm moving to Hollywood and I don't know anybody and I have no connections and I'm gonna make something work. That was like the most terrified. And the second most terrified I've ever been was getting in the car and driving to set that day, because my first professional acting experience was like acting in a scene across from Ryan Reynolds.
That's awesome.
Talking shit to him.
Talking
Right.
shit.
And when I act, I get in it, right?
Yeah.
Because I have to stay in character all day, otherwise. Because if you're not acting all the time, when you act, you have to stay in character all day, otherwise, it's hard. So then I kind of started like, it was weird. It was just
Like,
weird.
and to this day, he still TPs Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, I was gonna
Just
say still
fucks
hates
it
Ryan
up.
Reynolds. Still
Just
gives
like I'm
him
a
shit
fuck up
on
Lansky's ass.
toilet
What's that?
paper.
When you go like
You
toilet paper
bully
to someone's
him. You're
house.
bullying
Yeah, you're
Ryan
bullying
Reynolds.
him still.
We're gonna go TP our friend Mike
I actually
Ransky's
like
house.
disliked him for the longest time through this shoot.
Really?
Yeah, it was weird because I'd like convinced myself he was fake.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like in character, and he's just such a nice guy. He's just such a nice, like it's because he's fucking Canadian. Canadians are
They're
just
all
really
so
nice.
fucking nice. It's annoying.
He's like, hey, how are you, buddy? Like, and I'm like, fuck that guy.
He doesn't really care how I am.
And I was
Care how I am.
like, we'd be having dinner. I'd be trying to like,
Visiting your mom in the hospital.
I'd be like trying to pull him into my vortex of negativity.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just, I was just sucking deep in this character, plus like insecure, which I'm still insecure, but like back then I was even more insecure. Why was I saying that story?
You're telling us about voices.
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray,
Murray.
right. So we're making the film in Berlin because the director, Marjan Satrapi, she's an amazing woman. She wrote a book called Persepolis about her.
Oh,
about her
no
life.
shit,
And
really?
She made the movie as well.
Wow, okay.
So she's massively talented, and she would tell me every day. She'd come up to me and be like, "Eddie, you are the weirdest person I have ever met in my life, and I love it. Don't change." I'd be like, "Okay."
I hate Ryan Reynolds.
That is a backhanded compliment. That's not fair.
Bill Murray.
But yes, sorry. So Clooney was shooting Monuments Men at the same time, and we were all staying in the same hotel. And literally everywhere he went, like Bill Murray would just be like following him around. It was hilarious. It was just like Bill Murray would just be like kind of tagging along. And then you would just see Bill Murray, like, you know, we'd come up and be like, "Hey, Bill," and you'd be like kind of wandering around the hotel. Like
He's like a ghost.
you're like literally like, this dude is literally a character from a Wes Anderson movie.
Yeah.
I want to hang out with Bill Murray so bad. I
Get
feel
the-
like
we
he'd
gotta get
like
the phone
me.
number. Somebody's got to know.
I feel like he'd like me, and we would secretly talk in secret about
Yeah.
how much we both were like, we don't like Greg. Might turn him against you.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, this has been the Game Over Greggy show each and every week. 4, sometimes 5 best friends gather on this table, each bring a random topic discussion for your amusement. If you like that, head over to patreon.com/kindafunny, where a couple of bucks can get you the show early. How early, Nick?
You're watching it right now.
On patreon.com. Thank you so much, everybody over there. $1 subscribers. It's great. You can get it obviously early as a video and MP3 as well, but if you have no bucks to toss our way, no big deal. Head over to youtube.com/kindafunny, where we put the show up topic by topic, day by day, until it goes up as one big video and MP3 the following Friday. Addy, you've been amazing. We're friends now. I'm a big fan. We're all hanging out. It's all happening.
Yeah, dude, I'm having guys, this was just such a great time because I just got to like talk to you guys. You know,
It's
what I mean?
fun,
There
right?
wasn't like, there wasn't the. So what was Brad like? You're like, the fuck? What the fuck kind of question is that? I don't really know. I can't distill, like, you know, when you get that. We were talking about this outside.
Yeah.
Like, I always freeze up the moment I get the question with the blank look,
Sure.
and I'm like,
No one's there to help you.
I don't, and then I'll, you know, it's just great to be able to talk and have a conversation about ideas.
You're welcome here anytime.
And you guys
That's what we
just
do.
like, what I love about your channel and the content you guys make is there's thought behind it. You guys are intellectualizing the culture. You're not just adding to the noise. You're adding a perspective and a point of view to it. And I think going forward, as the nerd culture, the nerd ecosystem engulfs everything else and
taking
becomes
over.
the prominent ecosystem, right? These characters go from being like these cool little cartoons for kids to like, no. These are like brands that can communicate to people. You guys play a very important role in that ecosystem, in navigating that for the consumers of that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well said.
Yeah.
Don't leave. Just stay here.
You make me feel
Just stay
so
here forever.
important.
You can work out of our office from now on.
Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, it's been our pleasure to serve you. Thanks for watching the Game Over Greggy Show. Click here to subscribe to the channel. Click here to support us on Patreon. Click here to watch other episodes. And click right down there to watch Cooking with Greggy, my cooking show. I really need you to come watch it because I like doing it, and Nick won't let me do it if it's not more successful.